Everybody and welcome to another video. So I thought I'd do my predictions for the opening games of the Premier League this season. As you know, I've done it with the SPL, so I think we're going to do both the SPL and Premier League throughout the season. Thought it'd be a good idea. And yeah, so I think the first game, the early kickoff on Saturday at the KC Stadium between Hull and Leicester will finish Hull City 0, Leicester 1. I just think Leicester will be too good for Hull. I don't think Hull will have a great season. And I think Jamie Vardy is going to go off the mark. As he did in the Community Shield yesterday, obviously scored as Leicester lost to Manchester United by 2-1. But yeah, I just think Leicester will get off to a great start and they'll end up winning 1-0. The next game, Crystal Palace versus West Brom, I'm going to go for 0-0. I think it will be a draw between these two relegation threatened teams. I can't see any of them breaking the deadlock. I just think it will end in a stalemate. So that's what I'll go for 0-0. Burnley versus Swansea. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Swansea. As you know, I predicted Burnley to finish bottom of the Premier League, and I think they'll go off to a losing start. I think Sigurdsson will score one, and I think Montero will score one. And I think Swansea will just be too good, and they'll end up get off to a great start under the new manager, and they will win at Turf Moor by 2-0. Everton Spurs, I think this will be close. I think Spurs will win by 2-1. I think Lukaku, if he plays, obviously he's linked, will move to Chelsea, 65 million. If he plays, I think he'll score for Everton. But I think Spurs will win and come back, and I think Harry Kane will get a double. But it will be very close. But I think Pochettino and Spurs will get off to a great start, and they'll win by 2-1. Middlesbrough versus Stoke. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think Negredo will score for Middlesbrough on his debut. I think I know the fixture score for Stoke. I think Tomlin might score for Middlesbrough if he's fit, and if he plays. And I think Shaqiri will equalise for Stoke. And I just think they'll cancel each other out, and there'll be a 2-2 draw on Middlesbrough's return to top flight after a few years away. Southampton versus Watford. I've gone for Saints to win by 3-1. I think Watford are in a lot of trouble this year. I obviously predicted them to finish in my bottom three. I think Deeney will score for Watford, but Southampton will come back. I think Shane Long will get one. Tadic, if he plays, will get one. And I'll go for Jose Font from a corner to score one. And I just think Southampton have got off to a great start against Watford. Man City Sunderland, I think Man City will win easily by 3-0, and they've struggled against Sunderland in recent seasons, but I just think they'll be too good for the Stadium Light side. I think Silva will score one, and I think Aguero will get a double. I just think they'll just dominate Sunderland and they'll win pretty comfortably. As I predicted, I think City will be my champion. I predicted City to be my champions this year. I think they got off to a great start. So yeah, 3-0. I think it's going to be for Man City against Sunderland. Bournemouth versus Manchester United. I've gone for a 2-0 win for Jose Mourinho's side. So I'm going to go for Zlatan to score. He's off to a great start, obviously. And I'm going to go for Jesse Lingard to score the other goal as well. I just think they've got to a great start. I know Bournemouth beat Man United last year, but I just think that they won't be able to do it again, and Jose Mourinho will get off to a great start. So I'm predicting 2-0 to Man United. Excuse me, the big game of the weekend, Arsenal-Liverpool. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. I always predict a draw between the big teams because usually their games are pretty boring. I just think they both cancel each other out. I think Mane will score for Liverpool, but then Giroud, if he plays, will score for Arsenal. And I think that's what it'll end up as. And I think it'll be a 1-1 draw between the Gunners and the Reds. And final fixture of the weekend is Chelsea versus West Ham, and I've gone for a 2-0 win for Antonio Conte in his home debut. I think Bashkai is going to get one if he scores, and I think Diego Costa will score for Chelsea, and they got off to a great start under the Italian in his first game as Chelsea manager. So what I'm going to do is I'll obviously watch the games along with the SPL games. No Celtic on in action this coming weekend. Obviously they're playing in the Man and Champions Cup, which I'll also do a video on. But like the SPL, I'll go for fixtures and see how many I got right, and also do that with the SPL as well. But yeah, I think predicting the Premier League will also be very good, as well as the SPL. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, peace out.